I think education needs to focus on constructing that awareness that we're not academics in a vacuum, that we're actually people who, no matter what we do, have some kind of effect on the world around us. My name is Tom Long, and I'm an associate professor of architecture and design. When I was in graduate school, I was in my 7th year of studying architecture. I knew how to make buildings, I knew everything about buildings, and we went into a project where we were looking at developing low-income housing in a specific area. We did some demographic research, we met with community members, and the outcome of this was the last thing this community needed was another building. They needed education, they needed activism, they needed economic support, they needed new transportation infrastructure, and they had homes, but they needed renters' rights, information, so on. And so for me, this was a moment when I recognized that just becoming an architect wasn't going to address all the problems that architecture creates and or engages with. The Hampshire model is actually based on this premise that having a specific profession, it doesn't lead you to the only solution that's out there. In fact, we want to look at the problems so that we can find the right solution, not just the one that I was trained to do because I spent a lot of years studying a particular practice. Hampshire will produce change makers because our students are not engineered to understand a topic. They're actually understanding society in a much more complex and nuanced way. The world's going to evolve, but I think if we can teach students to be agile and flexible and be able to leverage multiple skills to solve problems,